Hello, this is Tom for Tabletop Tap Room. We're doing our Lost Secrets of AD&D series, and we recently did the convention rules that are no longer with us because they don't do these competitive convention games at Gen Con anymore. And I just thought that one of the particular rules was the secret objectives, and it made me really curious. And I started kind of a deep dive, and I thought I would do a review of the convention modules with secret objectives. And so that's what this video will be about. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks to my subscribers. You guys are great. And don't forget that like, subscribe, and bell icon. Helps with the algorithm. So looking at the early first edition era convention modules, we start the list with G1 through G3, the Against the Giants campaign. So Against the Giants originally run as tournament scenarios, and why would you waste a perfectly good module? It's content you can publish, so they of course published it. You had scoring sheets they tracked, treasure recovered, giants killed versus bypassed, prisoners rescued, and time efficiency. The secret objective was discovering why the giants were mobilizing, and most parties focused on killing, not investigation. There were many groups that won combat but lost the tournament by missing the plot threads. Next up, we have D1 through 3, Into the Depths and Drought and the Vault of the Drow. The tournament scoring emphasized infiltration success, avoiding total war in the vault, and information gathered about lawless agents. Secret objective was survival with intelligence, not conquest. Judges were instructed to reward subtlety, not body counts. Next up is Tomb of Horrors, Gen Con 1978. And was survival does not equal victory. Scoring rewarded correct puzzle solutions, treasure recovered, especially specific artifacts. Player deaths reduced scores, but did not cause an auto lose. Secret objective was identifying Asarak's true nature. Many groups died successfully, but still outscored cautious survivors. White Plume Mountain, Origins, 1979. Written as a tournament module, the victory conditions centered on recovering the 3 legendary weapons and doing so efficiently. Secret objective was which weapon was recovered by whom and how. Judges track style, not just success. Village of Omlet, tournament at Origins. Early tournament play emphasized identifying the temple threat and engaging factions correctly. The soft secret objective determined who in Hamlet was aligned with the temple. Combat-heavy parties often scored worse than investigative ones. Against the Slave Lords, or Slave Lords series, Gen Con 13. Designed for linked tournament play, scoring tracked, prisoners being freed, intelligence recovered, damage avoided to captives. Secret objective was expose the Slave Lords network, not just defeat them. In A4, in the Dungeon of the Slave Lords, brutally punished combat-first play. C1, Hidden Shrine of Tomachan, designed as a tournament death trap. This was strongly implied. Scoring rewarded endurance, puzzle mastery, and use of environment. The secret objective was to escape with cultural artifacts, not loot. Atmosphere and caution mattered more than killing. R1, To the Aid of Folks. That's how it's pronounced. It's an RPGA precursor tournament. It had DM-only victory metrics, political outcomes, NPC survival, and use of diplomacy. The secret objective was to stabilize the region, not win battles. C2, Ghost Tower of Inverness. Designed for competitive play, scoring rewarded clever problem solving and minimal combat. Secret objective was to retrieve relics tied to the tower's curse. Groups that cleared rooms often lost. UK tournament modules, UK 1 through 3. Beyond the Crystal Cave is the most famous example of this ethos, and the UK conventions heavily favored hidden objectives, role-play scoring, and non-lethal solutions. Social navigation and inference were often the secret objective. Now, common types of secret objectives across these modules. You had information recovery, learn the truth, efficiency of time, resources, or casualties. Moral outcomes, prisoners saved, innocents spared. 4, puzzle mastery was important in some. Avoiding unnecessary combat, identifying the real villain, using the environment correctly, and style of play, bold versus cautious, was often what was rewarded. Why all of this got lost? When these modules were published for home play, number one, the scoring sheets were removed. Judges' notes were trimmed, and time limits vanished. There were no more time limits. You could take as long as you wanted. What remained looked like, geez, why is this dungeon so mean? And it's because you were missing half of the rules. In conclusion, if a 1E module debuted at a tournament, at a convention, or is labeled tournament, or it feels unfair by modern standards, it's almost certain it had secret objectives. Did you play in any of these tournaments? And were the objectives kept from you by the judges? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. So that's just a review of the tournament modules that came out in the 1E era and some of their secret objectives. Some of these things are explicit. Some of these things are from people publishing the notes they had as judges. Some of these things are implied or inferred. But I found it interesting that you could have secret objectives, and I did do this in some of my Star Frontiers games where I gave one player secret objectives that they were trying to meet, and the rest of the players did not know. Have you ever used secret objectives in your game? Maybe it was just an objective that one player had and other players did not. Let me know in the comments below. I just found this whole study and deep dive and rabbit hole to be fascinating. So again, this is Tom for Tabletop Tap Room, and I will see you out there at the gaming table.